Hello everyone, Roberto for another video review. This time we have Karl Fazer's milk chocolate with whole hazelnuts. As you can see there, lovely chocolate with whole hazelnuts. It is milk chocolate, and lovely yellow background there. So the Karl Fazer bars always have sort of like a blue side on this side when it's milk chocolate, and if it's dark chocolate it might be brown. And then a different colour here for the filling. Usually something that represents the colour, but obviously sometimes there's only so many colours you've got, and I think this one's, well, it's a nice yellow actually. I don't think I think for chopped hazelnuts it's chopped hazelnuts it's brown, but for whole hazelnuts it's yellow. So I guess they do have a sort of striking bright colour there. So yeah, it's nice. Fazer, if you don't know, is a Finnish brand, so made in Finland there. Hello to all my viewers in Finland if you're watching. thanks for taking the time to look at my reviews. Well, you'll probably already know that Fazer is possibly my favourite chocolate maker. If you've been following my videos, so I'm expecting good things from this, and I'm sure I won't be disappointed. But yeah, unfortunately, if you do live in the UK, you probably won't be able to get these in regular shops. You'll have to get them from Amazon and imported. So, you know, it can cost you a lot of money, really. But they are huge bars. They do smaller ones, but you can get huge bars if you buy 2 or 3 of them. I think the postage you'll pay, and possibly the extra you pay for the chocolate, pays off really, because it's so nice, and it will. Well, it won't last me a while, but it will last the typical person probably quite a long time. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, so it does have it in English. It does say milk chocolate with whole hazelnuts, but it has it in Finnish, of course, is a prominent language, and Swedish underneath as well. And thanks again for my Finnish viewer hoping in for pointing that out to me. I thought it was actually Estonian, because I think some of the Fazer bars have a sort of, well, basically one of their travel edition bars, or their travel edition bars, had some details that were, well, basically their contact details were in Finland and Estonia, so I just assumed that it would be Estonian, but of course it makes sense for it to be Swedish. And it says it has the flavours on the side as well in Finnish and Swedish. There. So very nice. Yes, very nice indeed. Right. Yeah, so just give you a blurb on the back. So it's a 200 gram bar, but it gives you nutrition information per 100 grams. So obviously, yeah, you would double this for the whole thing. But it's a 4 by 8 bar, so 4 chunks by 8. So if you bear that in mind, so we'll work that out in a minute. But basically per 100 grams, it's 232 calories, 19 grams of fat. 19 grams of fat. Oh, hang on, no, sorry, 232 calories. Let's start that again. 562 calories. I was reading the wrong one, sorry about that. 562 calories. 38 grams of fat, 19 of which are saturates. I was going to say it seems a lot less than the the chopped hazelnuts one. So yeah, so that's roughly 280 calories for a quarter of the bar, you know, which is 8 segments. 281 calories. So 19 grams of fat, 9.5 of which are saturates. So that's for 50 grams, which is a bit more than a regular chocolate bar, but about equivalent really. So it's quite high in calories basically. But yeah, I like the wrapper. I think it looks really nice. I like that yellow background. Yeah. So I think without further ado, I'll open it. So there's not much flourishes here. You can see it's quite a tight bar. Because it's such a big one, you don't need to try and make the size look bigger, and it probably would take up too much shelf space. Well, it does have a thing on the back saying carefully crafted chocolate here, and sort of like a, you know, supporting, I guess, cocoa farmers, I guess. Carefully crafted with responsible cocoa. There we go. For bettercocoa.com. Right, let's give it an open. So as always, it doesn't have the blurb anymore in here. So we used to have the blurb in there. I think it's become, I think the wrappers, I think I've said in the past couple of reviews really, the wrappers seem to have been a bit more internationalised, I think. I don't remember it having an English translation on the front of them in the old days, and I don't know, and it used to sort of, but it did, well, having said that, the insert did have it in English, so maybe it did. But it used to talk about Karl Fazer and this, that and the other, and how it's a family company and things, which I don't know why they've got rid of really. I guess they thought no one was reading it, but it's nice to have it there. Yeah, I'm sure it didn't cost them much to put it there. Right. Wow, okay, so we've right, well, so it's broken. It must have been when they posted it to me. They must have, because both of my bars, the last 2 bars were broken on this side, so it must have been something to do with the post or something, I'm not sure, but let's give it a quick measure before I take it out. This is at the bottom, so it's slightly not as long at the top because it's a bit of one of the shapes. It's not quite, it goes up all the same, but it's 22 centimeters long and 22 centimeters long and 8.7 wide. It's not too bad at all, that. Okay, so here we go. So this is roughly your 8 segments. So this is your 280 calories or something. Quite a lot. 281 calories. Yeah, 281 calories. So quite a, there you go. But you can see, crown full of hazelnuts. I'll just that's a bit there as well, so you can see there, crown full of whole hazelnuts. See them all there? Yes, look at that. So you definitely get your money's worth. Obviously there has to be some chocolate in there, because whole hazelnuts are quite big. You need to have some chocolate in there to surround it, so there are some gaps, I guess. But not too, I would say they're perfectly acceptable. There we go. So I'm not a massive hazelnut person generally, and I think chopped hazelnuts is probably the way forward for me, so we'll add that disclaimer in there for the now, but I'm willing to approve her on. And because Karl Fazer always gets it right as far as I'm concerned, so so there you go, you can see. So it's quite difficult. So you might, when you split it, unless you're careful, you might split the hazelnuts a bit, so you can see there's like a crater there where the hazelnut would sit in. So there you go. So, but this one's got 2 hazelnuts in, so let's give it a try. Well, as always, it's perfect Fazer chocolate. But yeah, quite prominent hazelnuts this time. Possibly too prominent for me, I think. Obviously, sort of like a segment like this isn't 1 hazelnut in, but even so, yeah. Okay. As always, the Karl Fazer chocolate is just sublime. It's so beautiful. It's just got like a really subtle sweet taste. It's not overly creamy. It's just a perfect balance. I absolutely love it. It's the best chocolate. It's so nice. It really is. But the hazelnuts, I think, in this case, I think the hazelnuts. You probably, if you like hazelnuts, I think this is probably the one to get over the chopped hazelnuts, because the hazelnut flavour really does dominate the taste. Well, not dominate, but it really does. It's quite probably like a 50-50 split between hazelnuts and the chocolate, if not slightly more in favour of the hazelnuts. It's quite there actually. It's got like a white outer casing with the nut on the inside. So interesting. But yes, so it's really, you do get a strong flavour of hazelnuts in this one, which you don't get from the chopped hazelnuts one as much. It's more subtle. Look at all those hazelnuts there. But for me, it's a bit too strong, because I'm not a massive hazelnut fan. I think for me, it's when it's chopped hazelnuts, I can tolerate it. But I think for whole hazelnuts, I think I'll say tolerate with the chopped hazelnuts. It's really nice, and I do like that actually. No problem at all with that. But I think whole hazelnuts in this case, you do get your money's worth, and it's great if you're a fan of them. But for me, it's just a bit too prominent. But you can't really blame. You can't hold that against the bar, because that's what you want if you're buying a whole hazelnut bar. You wouldn't want it to not be like that. So, but yeah, I think what I'm trying to say is that in previous cases with Fazer bars, it doesn't really matter on the flavour. I can always happily eat it all. But I think this one is just perhaps too much. There's too much hazelnut in there and not enough chocolate for me, I think. Is the gist of it. But the chocolate's still gorgeous. It's still perfect. And if you're a fan of hazelnuts, particularly whole hazelnuts, you'll definitely love this, because you really do get that hazelnut taste. I think in pretty much all of it really, there's not really any gaps at all, and even where there are, there might be some slightly hidden away in there somewhere, but I think you couldn't complain at that. Definitely get many hazelnuts there. So I think very nice, beautiful chocolate. But if hazelnuts are not for you, or you prefer them to be a bit more subtle, then the chopped hazelnuts one is the one to go for. But if you're a fan of hazelnuts, then you're going to be in heaven with this, because the chocolate's perfect. It truly is. Yes, it truly is. In fact, you know, it's so nice that I still probably will finish all this off. Yeah. Absolutely gorgeous chocolate. I've just got to try it. It's just so good. It's so nice on its own. And when you throw in some really nice flavours as well, whether it's be hazelnuts or blueberry with yogurt or whatever they do, and all the many flavours really, popcorn, salted caramel, all sorts. You know, it's just really beautiful. You know, you really do find a perfect chocolate when you get this and you get a flavour you like. So I really definitely I do recommend this. I think again, I think for me myself, it's probably a 3 out of 5. You know, and based on my own tastes. But I think based on the fact that, you know, I can't really hold the fact that it's full of hazelnuts, and that's what it's set out to do. And if you like hazelnuts, you'll love it. So I think you'll definitely think it's, you know, 4 or 5 out of 5 for yourself. But so yeah, it's hard one really, isn't it? You know, I mean, because I mean, you know, last time the chopped hazelnuts one, I do like the bar, but I hazelnuts not generally my topping, but I still gave it a 4 out of 5. You know, where do you draw the line? I guess is what I'm trying to say. You know, if you don't like the filling, then someone else might. But no. I think in this case, it's the fact that I'm just not a fan of hazelnuts, but it's a perfect hazelnut bar. I think some chocolate bars just don't taste very nice, and that's the difference. Whereas this one, it is nice. It's just that hazelnuts just aren't my thing, so I can't really hold it against it. I hope that made sense. Anyway, if not. If you like hazelnuts, buy it. Okay, thanks again for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed that review. Take care, follow me on Twitter, subscribe, like my videos. Please leave a comment or two. It's always great to hear from you, and I'll see you next time. Thanks again, guys. Take care. Bye for now. See ya.